So let's talk about everything we got at the PlayStation Showcase to do with Marvel's Spider-Man 2. In the PlayStation Showcase, we got a lot of footage from this game and gameplay, so let's talk about it. We get our first look at Kraven the Hunter.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei. A fate you will not share.
I love his design. It looks very comic accurate, but at the same time it looks a bit different. Looks like he's going to be the main villain of the game. He looks amazing. I think he's going to be a great villain for this one. So it looks like he's just in the jungle hunting here, and then one of his people say to him, "Here's a new hunting ground."
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
So it looks like he is going to New York for a new hunting ground to look for an equal, like he said in the first reveal trailer for this game. Seeing this alone just got me so hyped for this game. I can't wait for a really sick boss fight with Kraven. And there's still a lot more to talk about. I might make this multiple parts. And then we see the footage cut from the jungle to New York City 6 months later, where it looks like Miles and Peter have this drone that they use on missions. Here it is here, it's kind of like a talking drone, Jarvis type thing. And the map is not like the last two games, we have a lot more with Queens being in it. This is going to be great, a new area of the map. The map's great in the last two games, but a new area to explore is also amazing. And then this part of the trailer got me the most hyped up. We see Kraven's henchman going into this house and then pops out symbiote suit Spider-Man. Peter looks amazing in that symbiote suit and it looks like he's in his Bully Maguire era, because he's a lot more vengeful and serious in this suit. His attacks feel a lot more brutal, like he's not pulling his punches. The combat layout is different, but I like it. But the way he's using the suit in the combat looks amazing. I can't wait to do this, playing as Peter. I love all the way through this trailer you get to see how the symbiote suit affects him. The way he's got a deep voice and serious, the way he speaks to Miles. He won't crack any jokes, he really is Bully Maguire now. But I love the way this combat looks with this suit. If there are other suits in the game, I think I'll just be using this one, to be honest. As you can see, they changed the layout of your health and webs in combat. But honestly, it still looks great. It needs to look different. This move was really sick. And I heard that this was going to be single player, and I'm so glad, because I don't think this game should be co-op at all. These are single player story games and I'd love to keep it that way, and it looks like this is the way you're going to use Peter and Miles in the story. You can literally just press switch to Miles or switch to Peter. And I think they handled that in the best way possible. That's what I wanted from this game. You just switch between the two at multiple parts. Maybe certain missions you do Peter, certain missions you do Miles. And it looks like that's what they're going for here, and I'm happy about that. Miles even has the web's wingsuit to get around the map. This is going to be a great and really fun way to get around the map. It seems really quick as well. Also, it looks like Genki's back talking through Miles' comms. Obviously, much like the other two games, you have those missions where you have to stealth in a warehouse. And it looks like they showed one of those missions here. Miles looks really fun to play as well. It's just that Peter has that symbiote suit on him and it looks really fun. But obviously I would play as Miles as well. Kraven even has these wing drones that you have to take out. You can also use webs to stand on when you're doing stealth, which I think is new. I'm really glad to showcase this mission because it looks really good. And it looks like it flashes green when it's safe to take down. Normally it just says danger or safe. But that looks like a good new way to do it, and I like how you can take out more than one at once. And just like the symbiote suit gameplay, Miles is badass as well. The way he travels around the map when you're in combat is great. The way he uses his venom, which looks to be blue now, he even uses it as lightning. His gameplay looks amazing as well. Then Miles basically goes into this warehouse to find Dr. Curt Connors before Kraven's henchmen do, who is a new villain / character in this game. I wonder if we actually get to see Curt Connors. Or is it just a lizard form that we see him in? And then we get this conversation between Peter and Miles, and you can really see how Peter has changed. His tone and voice, the way he treats Miles.
It's just his skin. Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger? Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey, man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
You can just see that bro is cracking, no jokes. And it looks like Genki can talk to the both of them through this drone. But damn, Peter looks amazing in that symbiote Spider-Man suit. What if this game has an ending where Miles has to fight Peter to get the symbiote off him and then they have to fight Venom? Because Harry Osborn gets the symbiote on him and becomes Venom. Because in some iterations of Venom, Eddie Brock isn't the host. And then we get to see the Lizard. His design looks really good. It's giving me vibes of Killer Croc from Batman Arkham Knight. How scaly his skin is and his back. We didn't actually get a shot of his full body and face outside of water, but in the water he looks sick. And I can't wait to play this mission because it looks really fun. You play as Miles taking out Kraven's henchman's jet skis. And I love a good chase in these Spider-Man's games, whether you're chasing down a car, a jet ski now. It just makes you feel like Spider-Man swinging after them. And the animation where Miles just throws them off the jet ski is just clean. I can't wait to play this mission, but I just can't wait to play this game in general. There's this part where Miles saves Peter, and this is where we see the Lizard underwater.
Over there! The one with the tendrils! Move, move, move!
I think he looks great and intimidating. And then as you can see here, more vengeful symbiote Spider-Man. The Lizard escapes, so he has this really serious conversation with Miles saying he needs to get him. This is obviously the effect of the symbiote suit, and you can see that Miles has noticed this, even Genki.
But Pete, I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
Super hyped for this game. This is probably going to be my game of the year. Still no official release date, but we got a lot of footage and gameplay from this game in the PlayStation Showcase. And this is definitely in my top 3 most anticipated games. Fall means it'll come out near the end of the year. I'm hyped.